Hi folks, it's Björn here, and you guys have voted and you want to know what is the salary and the stock-based compensation of the CEO and the NEOs from SoFi. So in today's video we will have a closer look at the S1 filing from SoFi, and it's pretty interesting, that I can tell you already. So grab a coffee, enjoy, and let's get to it. But before starting, let me tell you something. All these numbers mean nothing, okay? And doesn't matter if they seem crazy to you or something like that. Without comparison, you cannot judge them, okay? So, and that will be another video in the future where I compare the stock-based compensation and the salary from SoFi CEO and the NEOs to other companies, okay? And before we get started, just as a little reminder, today I am showing you the things with my new setup, and it could be a little bit bumpier right than before, because today I'm showing you the things live, means a cappella, all right? So, but with further ado, let's get right into it. So here you can see basically the S1 filing, and don't worry, I will pin this one in the description box below. So afterwards you can have a closer look to it by yourself and read everything step by step if you're interested on it, okay? So let's have a closer look what the S1 filing is saying. On the first thing we can see is like what they are comparing SoFi to which companies, all right? So it says basically the compensation committee approved a compensation peer group with the assistance of Compensia to analyze the compensation of our named executive officers in identifying and selecting the companies to comprise the compensation peer group. Compensia considered the following primary criteria, and that is important, folks. Publicly traded companies headquartered in the United States, technology companies with a direct consumer business model, as well as companies with which we compete for executive talent, companies with an annual revenue range of 2 billion or more, companies with a market capitalization range of 10 billion or more, technology companies with a 3 to 5 year revenue compound annual growth rate of 25% or more, companies with a return on invested capital of 25% or more, etc., etc. So basically they're comparing their ratings to a Firm Holdings, Black Knight, Carvana, Charles Schwab company, and so on and so on. And the most important things is for us is like for Upstart. So they're comparing against Upstart and a firm, I would say. So now you know the compensation peer group they're aligned to, all right? So let's go further down to the base salary, okay? And here we can see, and I will only talk about Anthony Noto and I will leave out the others because of the video sake's length, okay? And here we can see the 2020 base salary of Anthony Noto was 600,000, and now we can see it increased 2021 to 850,000, okay? But now let me go down to the important stuff and why they're actually doing such compensations, or that you get at least a bigger picture why they get so much, okay? So let me go down a little bit here, and it says the following. As a technology company that encounters significant competition for qualified personnel, long-time incentive compensation plays a critical role in our ability to attract, hire, motivate, and regard qualified and experienced executive officers. The use of long-term incentive compensation in the form of equity awards is necessary for us to compete for qualified executive officers without significantly increasing cash compensation, and it's the most important element of our executive compensation program. We use equity rewards to incentivize and reward our executive officers for long-term corporate performance-based and value of our common stock, and thereby to align their interests with the interests of our stockholders. Okay, so here you know already why they're doing such things, and I believe them in this case, okay? But I will not go deeper into it because it says basically already everything. But let's have a look at the table of compensation, okay? And here we can see for Anthony Noto, in 2020, the salary was $215,000. Why it was not too much, I will explain later on. Here in the small stated column, it is pretty much described why it was so low. Okay, so but we can see that he had in 2020 a base salary of 215,000, and now he has a base salary, or not now, but in 2021 he had a base salary of 815,000. Okay, he had the stock awards in dollars of 52 million in 2021. His stock awards in dollars were $101 million. Okay, and the total compensation was for 2020 $53,500,000, and in 2021 103 million. But we have to read as well the small print over here, and it says, in May 2020 Mr. Noto voluntarily forfeited his salary for the remainder of the fiscal year in response to the global COVID-19 pandemic and macroeconomic uncertainty. Effective January 1st, Mr. Noto's annual salary increased from 600 to 1,850,000 in September 2020. Okay, so, but now let's have a look at the table of the stock-based rewards, and we can see for the PSU, Anthony Noto got basically 6.4 million shares with a worth of 94 million. Okay, I will go later back onto it, why it is important and what that it means. Okay, and the time vesting RSUs of 330,000 worth of 6 or 7 million. Okay, and an annual bonus of 850,000 he got in 2021. So if we now see this number here, let me go up a little bit, and there I can show you what it actually means. So here we can see each unit granted pursuant to the RSU awards represent a contingent right to receive 1 share of our common stock for each unit that vests. In June, PSU awards to Mr. Noto. In June 2021, the compensation committee granted a PSU award of 6.4 million units to our CEO pursuant to the 2021 plan, or the Noto PSU award, subject to the achievement of specified performance goals, including the volume weighted average closing price of our common stock being equal, and now it's getting important, $25, $35 and $45 respectively, okay, over a 90 trading day period. Now that the company is a bank holding company, maintaining certain minimum standards applicable to the bank holding companies, okay, and our CEO continued employment with us on each vesting date. So there are some requirements, okay, and the Noto PSU awards vest in increments of 1/3 of the total number of units as each target hurdle is achieved over a 90-day trading period. And in the event of sale event, as defined in 2021 plan, the Noto PSU award may automatically vest subject to the satisfaction of the target hurdles by reference to the sale price. So it means Anthony Noto is as well interested that the stock price is going higher. Okay, that is important that you understand that. So now you have a pretty good overview what Anthony Noto gets for stock-based compensation and what his base salary is. But how these PSUs and RSUs will affect the dilution of the stock, I have no idea, because that is over my pay grade, okay? But if you guys know, let me know in the comments what you think, or how this stock-based compensation will affect the dilution of the SoFi stock. And actually, Christopher Lapuente was replying on Twitter about the stock-based compensation, and he said that over the years or over the time, the stock-based the stock-based compensation will go down, but I believe it will go down because their revenue will increase. Means not that they get less shares, no, it's just because of the revenue, okay? But as I said, as we don't have any comparison yet, and that will be the other video I will produce in the near future, we can't say anything about these compensations, or if they are high, or if they are low, or if they're okay, or if they are not okay. All right, so don't get confused here about these big numbers. There can be quite normal, but if there are, I will explain in another video. So maybe you want to even consider subscribing for not to miss it out. And again, I will link this paper in the description field so you can read it through in detail and in your own time, okay? As it is pretty interesting and every investor should actually read such files, okay? That you know what's going on within the company itself. And then you can decide if this is justified or not, if you want to still invest in SoFi or not. For me, I will do it, and everything below 10 euros is a bargain in my opinion, but that I will explain as well in another video, when I will buy, when I will sell, and so on. But let me know in the comments what you think about the compensation. Are they justified or not, and what you will do with your shares. So, but before ending this video, I hope you liked it. And if so, please give it a thumbs up so that other retail investors like you and me have the chance to see this video as well, as the dang algorithm likes this stuff. And again, sorry if this time it was a little bit bumpier than normal, but it is my new setup and I had to speak basically a cappella while the video camera was running next to it, so I need to get used to it to have the right words and everything in the same moment as I'm showing you some things on the screen. But my learning curve will improve, I hope so. And yeah, sorry again for that, but with that new setup I think I can produce more videos on a regular basis than before, and that is why I was doing that, okay? So I want to make more videos, better content, and in a better time frame. So thanks again for watching, and remember, stay focused and don't get greedy. See you next time.